I mean, this is the ultimate Instagram post, bro.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you get on it early.
Presidential plane, yeah.
Yeah, you know they're gonna leave some presidential shit, like I don't know, like a military hat or like a gun in there, maybe some presidential seal stuff. Yeah.
If you did like the Pete Davidson from laying in bed, shirtless over the head with like a chick in the, in the bed there, yeah.
Does that guard come with it, like in the bedroom?
He
right
watches you bang. He watches you bang.
Awesome, silently.
Yeah. He just holds his fist out to like pound you whenever you need to pound.
Harder, sir.
There's a guard just in the picture marks put up, just standing at the foot of the bed.
He watches you fuck. All right.
You can do it, sir. Hold it together.
Yeah.
Don't come yet, sir.
Just a few more minutes.
That's why he's there.
She's almost
Spiders.
there.
Think spiders.
If you're thinking about going, sir, look at me in the eyes, sir. Hold my gaze, sir.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning! And welcome to episode 910 of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday, March 30th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, I've got a cup of coffee full of America. Start things out. Robust blend. And buckle up after that because Mark has some insane aviation news in the TikTok international moment. Then Wes has a new diet trend to discuss with all of us. And Pat's got some more wild news, travel news stateside in Austin in the caboose. So packed lineup today. I'm excited.
Oh, baby. Also, quick shout out. Apologies to Allison because I am horrible at checking my Instagram DMs. That this is a few days old, but congratulations to Mikey for he completed his service in the Army. Congratulations. He's now a civilian again. Thank you for your service.
Congrats, Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
Way to go.
Yeah.
There you go. America.
Oh, yeah, man.
Man, that's perfect on today because we got a lot.
Might not be the Army, military. Out of the military.
Military.
Any service in the military.
Don't matter.
One of the
Thanks for your
branches,
service.
Yes.
the armed services. Thank you for your service.
We talking Navy?
Hope you got your bennies. At least it's not the Coast Guard. I don't think it's the Coast Guard.
I hope. I hope he gets like the 10-year or 20-year.
I don't know, Pat.
Pennies. Nice
Those
pennies.
the Coast Guard video of them attacking that sub like totally changed things for the Coast Guard. I feel like.
You think it turned it around?
I feel like it really did.
And they're a proud folk. I bashed the Coast Guard like very early Hard Factor days, like 2018, and I got a storm of shit for it. Like they're like aviation people, the Coast Guard. You gotta be careful.
I'm just passing on prejudices that I don't know anything about, right? Just from the military shit in my house.
That makes sense. You're in a military house now.
I made fun of that Kevin Costner movie, and they're like, "Whoa, Coast Guard's super intense, bro."
I think it was the movie that they were saying is
No, and the Coast Guard both. They were like, it's exactly like the Coast Guard stuff.
I mean, they have it the sweetest. Coast Guard has it the sweetest. They don't usually have to like leave the country. They can they're around drugs
that's what I'm
all
saying.
the time.
It's a cool
Sick
job.
boats.
Plus, they're attacking drug subs now. It's pretty cool.
Except for the storms. The storms are tough. The waves.
Yeah, the rescues out at sea by helicopter.
That's
are
tough
tough
for the Navy too, and the Marines. Yeah, that's tough for anybody in the water for sure. For sure. Well, the trend of listener submitted stuff and celebrating the Hardo Hive continues as always on What the Fuck Wednesday. Right. You guys ready to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
First up, a fun fact. It is Take a Walk in the Park Day. And that's all I'm listing for holidays, since that's what I'm going to have to do after doing this day in history again. On March 30th, 1981, Ronald Reagan was shot in a failed assassination attempt by John W. Hinckley Jr. And guys, think maybe we can cool it with the holidays in history since we've done them for a full year now.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're all repeats. So it's like, oh look, they crossed the Rubicon again today.
There you go.
Yeah.
But new news.
I feel like we've educated ourselves enough, right?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great year, but that lasts for exactly a year before it gets absolutely ridiculous.
I had forgotten all about the assassination attempt.
An annual reminder, I guess.
Yeah. I need an annual reminder of that.
I recommend you go over to John Hinckley's YouTube page and check out some of his new music.
Stinkly Hinckley?
That's what he's doing right now.
He's out and cutting jams. Interesting.
He's cutting jams. He's putting a band together, I heard recently.
That's cool. Well, that's a nice fun fact. But I did prepare one other fun fact for today because that was bullshit. I just wanted to complain about.
Those can stay.
Wanted to complain about holidays and history.
Fun facts are evergreen, right?
The real fun fact today, besides what Pat just provided about Hinckley's music, comes to us listener submitted on What the Fuck Wednesday from Jazzy Jeff 42069 on the animal thread of the Hive Adventures Discord server. So check that out if you for a good time. And it's this tweet here from Extinct Animals, and it says the Haast's eagle was the largest eagle on the planet with a wingspan of over 3 meters. That's like 9 feet, I think. It got so big due to its large prey, the moa, so it's like an eagle that preyed on like ostriches, and it's like an eagle that's bigger than a man. The Haast's eagle. Pretty big, right? Pretty cool.
Did they get like too big and then they couldn't fly as fast? Was it like they got too big and they got extinct because of that? Maybe.
No idea. Just pretty badass that they existed at one point. They could have got froze out, ice aged. You know.
I don't want to be a dick or anything because I mean that's kind of cool. But
you think an eagle the size of a man is just kind? I mean, look, that's a high bar.
What I'm saying, Will, is that's kind of cool, but it's not that cool considering that and this is really kind of cool. The American condor still fucking exists, guys.
The condor is cool too, but it's not an eagle.
It's not attacking ostrich-sized things and like swooping them up into the air.
Okay, it's the American condor.
Yeah, but is it is a condor a bird of prey?
Though. Yeah. What's more American, an eagle or a condor?
I'm saying, but this is an eagle from prehistoric times, dog. It's not a bald eagle. It's not an American bald eagle.
How are you
going to bring a condor to an eagle conversation? Yeah. Jesus.
I'm saying you're talking about a fucking bird that lived 65 million years ago. I'm talking about a bird that's still alive right now and it's endangered.
California condors are great. Yes, they're amazing.
And they have a bigger wingspan than this fucking prehistoric bullshit eagle.
Isn't a condor just a giant vulture? Just a trash eater.
They eat dead things like deer, dead deer. Yeah.
It's a South American bird, but it's
not quite as cool as an eagle that screeches in the sky and then picks up an ostrich-sized other bird that's the size of a human and kills it and eats it.
Let's put up a poll, see which one's cooler.
Yeah, this is a good poll.
The condor or the Haast eagle.
All right. Yeah. On to the trending news. Honorable mentions first. Yandex is trending because they are sending data to Putin, the Russian Google.
Yeah.
What's next? Is TikTok going to send data to China? No way.
I guess we should feel bad about telling everyone to use Yandex for 6 months.
Dude, it was a joke, though. It was an obvious joke. So
are you guys still getting Yandex
Sorry
DMs?
to anybody who is.
I get a Yandex DM like once a week of someone on a college campus.
I never really signed up.
No, I never went on it either.
No, Yandex sends around their bots, their little robots around college campuses.
Yeah,
the Yandex
delivery services. Yeah, no, but I never signed up for any of their online stuff.
I think Pat went on Yandex like on a show, like you share a screen.
Oh, I mean, I'm on Yandex twice a week. I mean, they have a better Google reverse image search than Google.
Putin's got your data for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Surprise. New Top Gun trailer is fully out and it's awesome. This time, Maverick is the teacher at the request of a dead Iceman. Whoa. It drops on May 27th.
How do you turn that down?
Right. It's going to be quite a film. Hillaria Baldwin, speaking of entertainment, is having Alec's 7th child with him. It's his 8th overall. So it's great for them.
That kid won't get screamed at.
Yeah. Well, also, is he going to be around? The whole murder. Eccentric and frequently hammered actor Ezra Miller. He's the Flash. That's what he dresses like when he goes out. Yeah, interesting, huh?
That's the Flash, huh?
Yeah, that's the Flash, the new Flash. Was arrested in Hawaii.
Looks like the Flame,
for going nuts in a bar.
Sorry.
I mean, because he's wearing lipstick.
He loves it.
Goodness this.
He was arrested.
You like that one, Wes?
Hawaii.
I like that one.
For going nuts in a bar again. He's done this several times. Apparently, he's a big drinker, big partier. The Turkey peace talks are looking like they could lead to a resolution for the current invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's some positive stuff, but you can't tell yet. They're going to go on for a couple more weeks.
But I think did they not say that they're going to ease? Putin said he's going to ease off the gas during the peace
Yeah,
talks?
you can never trust anything he says, but both sides, Russia and Ukraine,
Said that
say
before too.
over the next couple weeks, they hope to have a resolution. So
He said that, and then he bombed the shit out of him during the peace talks.
right, but this is the first time both sides are saying they think it's going to lead somewhere.
You think he's saying I'm easing off the gas, but really he's going to pop the clutch?
Yes, I think that's very possible.
He's like, I got a condom on, baby.
Yeah, big time condom faker, that guy,
Yeah.
Putin, for sure.
Where did it go? It must be
Trojan
inside
horse.
you.
Yeah.
Trojan horse guy.
Here's a
for sure.
flashlight.
Trojan viruses, Windows, real viruses, poisons, Putin's in all of it. All right, let's move on to the top three because we're not going to know about Ukraine and Russia today. Let's hit the top three. Number 3, UFOs. All right. This first one is from Christian and Charles in the Heart of Hive. They sent this in about trending nighttime security cam footage that's been compiled around Las Vegas near Area 51, and it's silent. So I'm just going to play it for you guys here. Check it out. Got a lot of activity. It's nothing happened yet. You missed the first one, but here it comes. He's going to reposition the camera and UFO.
Oh, whoa. That is certainly a UFO.
What was that thing after it passed?
UFO. Another one. Weird looking one. Yeah. So, the tweet is from at Las Vegas locally, and they say, one of the cool things about having security cameras all over town now is the UFO footage. Las Vegas, obviously right next to Area 51. So what do you guys think? Look at that one. Big
That one's
boy.
cool.
How many is that?
I played it a little. That was all of them.
But there's two or three though, right?
There's several. Yeah, there was like 3, like up to 5 with a few different shapes. Yeah.
But you think that's like
over there?
Like the alien is like a kid taking his parents' car out, or that's just us in an airplane that we haven't announced yet?
I don't know, Pat. You should ask an alien because
it's a UAP, by the way.
I wish I knew. But I mean, pretty good stuff, right? Pretty good UFO video from the security cams. Like, seems like it could be pretty legit.
They're piling up and they're not getting like worse. They're not getting grainier. You know?
Right near Area 51 too.
Yeah.
So that's like Vegas too. You'd think if there was an alien hub, Vegas makes a hell of a lot of sense. But another trending UFO video, and this one is the most insane. It's from Dayton, Ohio, on March 26th. That was witnessed by Dan Stokeline in the Heart of Hive and reported in the Hard Factor Discord server at the time it was happening. And then this is the video that made it to the Dayton News. This one is wild.
What is that?
Right over Dayton. This thing floating in the clouds.
It's blue.
What the? It looks like it's moving with the clouds.
I mean, a lot of UFOs hide in the clouds, right?
Where else are they gonna hide?
Yeah.
I mean, what
That's
else?
crazy.
It's a ship.
The language
standing
on this
still.
couple.
Yeah, they're
Jesus.
cursors.
Taking away their credibility. What was that? A bird?
A bird that flew past. I mean, that looks pretty
Condor.
legit, right?
What
Could
is
have been a
that?
condor.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
man.
It disappeared.
Whoa.
Who did these bleeps, dude? Who did these bleeps?
The news,
gotta-
because
You
the
need a
Dayton
less
news.
harsh bleep.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it hurts the ears.
Yeah,
doesn't
Shit.
it?
wow.
The news
first time
really
doing
didn't,
a bleep, I guess, for that.
the
editor.
news really
Yeah.
didn't approve of their cursing, so they made sure to let everybody know that's inappropriate if you send in your UFO.
Trashy
footage.
couple sees UFO.
What do you guys think about that though? That was pretty incredible, right? That fucking ship just floating
What the hell
there,
could it have been?
and multiple people, like I said, Dan in Dayton saw it, and like multiple people saw it like floating there that day.
What could it have been?
Whoo, I'm telling you. These
What's blue and shaped like that? That's not a drone.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't know what
It's
it is.
big.
I can't explain it. It's
I
it's
can't
sitting there in the
explain
sky hovering. There's no wind around it, so it
Could
doesn't
have been a
propellers.
giant balloon.
It disappeared, though.
Right. It
That's the
lurked-
problem.
It lurked back
Yeah,
into back into the clouds.
Someone in the spaceship was like, I think they can see us.
Yeah.
and
Right.
can hear them cursing at us.
Yeah.
And then they went back into camouflage mode.
I think we've gone viral enough, boss.
Yeah.
Back in the crowd.
Oh,
back in the
shit,
crowd.
we're not in camouflage mode.
Just keep your eyes out there. That's some badass UFO videos going around the interwebs this week.
Have you got? Does anyone have the newer iPhone? I mean, I think everyone here has a newer iPhone.
I got like a 12. I think.
No, I mean, like not everybody's got the newest shit.
But why like all these UFO videos like shot on like a fucking Motorola chopper?
That wasn't that bad. I thought that was.
It's because when you zoom in on it, it gets real shitty,
real grainy. Because it's like a flat lens. It's not like a long lens.
You guys are phone splaining me right now.
I'm just saying.
Well,
try zooming in on a UFO.
Right, exactly.
That's a pretty good explanation.
Yeah. Okay.
Limited capabilities, even today in 2020.
It wasn't an Apple product, I'll tell you that much.
Wow, it could have been an Android. All right, number 2, World Cup qualifiers.
World Cup qualifiers.
World Cup qualifiers. World Cup qualifiers are happening this week. Pretty big tournament. Soccer. Never heard of it. For who plays in Qatar in late November, since it's 1,000,000 degrees in Qatar in the summer when the cup is supposed to be played.
So just don't hold it there. Why the fucking World Cup's supposed to be in the summer? Why do we have to wait till November, December? Because you let a host nation that hires slave laborers to build their stadiums, and they all die in the heat. We have to wait till November now because of this.
You pretty much summed it up exactly why we have to wait till November, Mark. But in the meantime, qualifiers happening right now. Qualifiers, as some people call them. Senegal and Ghana recently qualified. Italy famously didn't qualify. Mark already told you about that one. And the USA, fellas, only has to not lose by 6 goals today in Costa Rica to qualify for the 2022 World Cup. So tune into that and watch our boys, led by Pulisic, however you say it, finally get back to the big dance tonight on Paramount Plus and CBS Sports at 8:30 Eastern.
You watched some of that Panama game, right? Well, 5-1.
Oh, I watched the whole thing. They smoked them. It was awesome.
5-1, right?
It was awesome. Yeah.
How did we get a draw where we just don't need to lose by 6? It seems like
because we've been playing so much better than last qualifier.
Because we're 3 points ahead. There's 3 teams for CONCACAF that get in. We're in second place.
Canada also in.
Canada, Mexico, and U.S. are going to get in. Costa Rica's in 4th place. They're 3 points behind us. We play Costa Rica. If Costa Rica beats us, they have the same amount of points as us, but we have a better goal differential by 6 or 5. So Costa Rica not only has to beat us, that would tie them in overall points, but they have to beat us by more than 5 goals. They have to beat us by 6 goals because over the course of the thing, they scored a goal differential of 5 worse than us.
That's a guy that uses an Apple product, Mark Borgi. Yeah. There you are.
That
was high quality explanation.
Yes.
That's what I expect from a UFO video, but I just don't get it.
Top flight analysis. Well, aliens are more difficult to understand than FIFA and scheduled soccer tournaments. But
Yeah.
No.
It's pronounced cut her.
One day. One day. Which brings us to
the cream of the crop.
Top story of the day. This one submitted to us by some other listeners, Rick Holt, Tiezo, and intern Al. And fellas, the legend of Honey B and Maddie C continues to grow. Know what I'm talking about?
Strippers?
No,
Asian chick.
Think Capitol Hill. Think politics. Honey B.
These guys get clicks. Are you talking about? Are you talking about the guy who knows a little bit about American history?
Yeah.
Who signed the Declaration of Independence?
Oh yeah, a guy with great handwriting and a guy with a Squirtle doll.
Give him better handwriting or give him death. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
He might want to get his crayon out, from what I hear, because he's gonna maybe have to write some notes after.
He will have to write some apologies, signed in crayon. But first, to the Honey Bee story. All-time horny congressman and slippery investigation dodger Matt Gaetz of Florida created this hilarious exchange in the House Judiciary Committee on Tuesday. Check it out.
Consent to enter into the record of this committee the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so slick.
Which I'm in possession of.
Whoa.
Boom. How you like that?
I hope it's a solid state hard drive, otherwise he just broke it.
Oh, it was clearly a solid state.
It looks
There's no objection to that.
There's no objection to that. Let's see it.
Nadler's the chair. He's being coached right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
I say we watch it.
You say that with Tunners?
I've never had.
I will object pending further investigation.
And what's the basis of that objection?
It's a unanimous consent request, and I object pending.
I have a subsequent question. Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the receipt.
It may very well be
from the Mac shop.
It may very well be entered into the record after we look at it further.
Very well, Mr. Chairman, I have a subsequent unanimous consent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Chairman, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the receipt from the Department of
Mr.
Justice
Chairman, this is
to
Ms.
the
Deming.
Mac shop.
Am I next, or am I next?
Without objection, and now Ms. Demings.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Assistant Director.
Okay. So
what was going on there, Will?
Right. So that's the again, that's the House Judiciary Committee on Tuesday. That was Republican Matt Gaetz seeking unanimous consent to add the Hunter Biden laptop contents, which he had on that solid state drive, as Pat Eagle Eyes Cassidy pointed out there. Right. So he had it, and he said to Chair Nadler, Democratic Chair Jerry Nadler, he's like, I want unanimous consent to put this on the record of the, this is something we're going to be talking about. We're going to be looking at.
Commit it to the Congressional Record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, to the Judiciary Committee. Right. And then so Nadler, he's got his boy behind him, like coaching him on why he's not going to allow it. And so his like policy guys sitting there, like telling him why. That's why he didn't answer for like 30 seconds. So his policy guys like telling him like, oh, you got to say this and this and this so that you won't be breaking rules to reject it.
Wasn't it because the cyber chief lost it? The FBI cyber chief lost the laptop? That was the other part of the story.
That's not why.
Yeah.
No, Pat or Mark, they were just delaying right there because eventually it's going to be it's going to be.
But there's an update recently, like in the past couple hours, that the FBI cyber chief admits to not knowing what the agency, what FBI has done with Hunter Biden's laptop. They lost his laptop. Gaetz has a different copy of it, a hard drive, luckily, because the FBI lost it.
Everybody, a lot of people have
BuzzFeed
access.
Okay.
A lot of people have it, Mark. So it's not a concern if the FBI said they lost it because so many people have it.
I think we should have a watch party.
We should definitely have a watch party. Lots of good videos on there.
Yeah.
You might say Hunter is a bit of a problem for the Biden administration, as the rumors are already circulating that Hunter may be indicted, like his boy Arch Deluxe, and need a presidential pardon from his daddy Joe to avoid federal jail time. So that's the rumor on the street right now, which would be the end of President Joe Biden. And on the flip side of the bald eagle, on the other wing of the bird, in the Republican Party,
shocker that Gaetz watched the entire thing, by the way. Horny Matt's Gaetz. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it a few times.
Inside sources confirm that Matt Gaetz is going to jail. I've been told that by a couple people.
But he keeps avoiding it. Well, so I'm not going to confirm that.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's birds of a feather. He's trying to make Hunter go down with him. But it didn't Gaetz
this Hunter
introduce a
way
bill
more
too?
Solid.
He's talking about introducing a bill for the 51 people that signed a letter saying it was Russian misinformation, called like this spoof.
Well, yeah, because it was propaganda and it was evil against the country, and it's going to blow up in their face because of this Hunter Biden laptop, which he's trying to submit to the record. And on the flip side of the bald eagle, the other wing of the bird, in the Republican Party, noted idiotic and also horny Congressman Madison Cawthorn of North Carolina is cementing his early exit from federal politics by tattling on the other representatives in D.C. for partying and having sex all the time. Here's what he said on a recent podcast.
This guy is...
Yeah. Here's what he said on
unsolicited dick pic.
He's got so many dick pics out there. What is he doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, allegedly he does. Here he is on a recent podcast being asked if D.C. really is like the Netflix series House of Cards.
Fictitious show, or is this more closer to like a documentary? And I look at all these people, a lot of them that I've looked up to through my life. I've always paid attention to politics, guys that, then all of a sudden you get invited to like, well, hey, we're going to have kind of a sexual get together at one of our homes. You should come.
What?
Like, what did you just ask me to come to? Yeah. And then you realize they're asking you to come to an orgy. Yeah. Or the fact that there's some of the people that are leading on the movement to try and remove
what is he doing here?
Addiction in our country, and then you watch them do a key bump of cocaine right in front of you.
And no!
This is wild.
What is he doing right now?
Wah, orgies and coke. Wah.
Yeah, which she partakes in.
Why does he think it's shocking news that politicians have orgies and do coke?
That guy goes to colleges and then meets college girls, then sends them dick pics, allegedly, that we know of.
The bigger question,
what is he doing?
Is so the prompt for that question was, how corrupt is Washington? The bigger question is, why the hell does he think that doing cocaine and having orgies makes you corrupt? You fucking Boy Scout, you weasel.
Rome. Look at the fall of Rome, Pat.
You can do cocaine and bang, and also this didn't happen.
Cawthorn's just a canary in the coal mine.
No one is inviting him over to a sexual event at their house. It's never happened at all. I guarantee.
No, never again. Never again. We thought you were cool with the dick pics, Madison. What the fuck, man? House of Cards sounds like Cawthorn's super PAC donations after he told on all of them for doing drugs and having sex. And that's today's Cup of Coffee in the Big Time, which was brought to you by Noom Mood. Okay? Mental health is so key to living a happy and fulfilling life. And the mental support experts over at Noom are here to help you get to your happy place starting today, as soon as you download the app. Learning to manage daily stress and anxious thoughts is something we all want in our lives, but many of us don't know where to even begin. Noom Mood is here to guide you to mental wellness and give you the tools you need to tackle stress so you'll feel empowered to take on whatever life throws at you. Since I've started using Noom Mood, I've noticed being more calm, knowing that I can consult what's going on with my coach anytime I need some help. And they teach you scientific techniques to beat your mental demons as well. So they prepare you for when you can't just message it out, but then they got support for when you're on the app and you need some help learning how to deal with your mental stresses. The app is easy to use, walks you through the process of managing your stress and taking control of your life easily and conveniently in just 10 minutes a day. You really can't beat it. Worry less and feel happier. Sign up for your trial at noom.com/hard factor. That's NOOM.com/hard factor. Sign up for your trial today.
Yeah. Getting invited to too many cocaine orgies parties, stressing you out? Sign up for Noom Mood.
Why didn't he go to one and then rat the people that out there?
That'd be more powerful, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it'd be way smarter.
Because it didn't happen once.
Yeah, no, I think he's just kind of lying.
I believe there's orgies and coke parties and
I believe there are. I believe there are too, but I don't think he got an invite.
Oh, there 100%. Definitely are. Right. He's just not. Well, he's certainly not invited anymore.
No,
if he got like a fringe invite, he's off the list.
Yeah, someone he knows got an invite, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
He's jealous. He got uninvited.
He's jealous. Yeah.
We're having a sexual event at our home. We'd like you to come.
It's going to be very
beautiful
sexual.
Beautiful women and cocaine.
And you know, and Madison, we thought you'd be the guy that we should invite to this.
You wouldn't mind if we did a key bump in front of you, Madison, now would you?
I know that we've been, trying to get America off opioids, totally different drug, and I don't have an addiction problem, but is this okay?
Can I interest you in a virgin?
Don't tell on us. All right, it's hard to believe, but spring is here, guys. It's here, officially. We're so close to feeling that soft grass under our feet, but first we need to get our lawns back. Thankfully, Sunday gets your lawn growing and helps to keep it healthy all season long. It's time to do it now. Worried about all the chemicals you're using to keep your yard looking at its best? Don't worry. Traditional lawn care lays down 90 million pounds of pesticides each year. That's not good, but Sunday is different. They're on a mission to change how people care for their yards. So Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or the nasty chemicals. That's pretty good. Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn. And with ingredients like seaweed, iron, and molasses, you can feel good that your kids aren't going to get sick if they pick the things off their shoes, or your pets aren't going to eat the bad stuff in the backyard and get sick. Kids, pets safe, yard great. All you have to do is visit getsunday.com, put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool does the rest. They're like, oh, you live in this part of the country? We're going to give you this type of stuff because that's what you need for your lawn. They then use soil and climate data to create a personal nutrient plan delivered to your door when you need it. Just attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose, put on the headphones, maybe pop a cold one, and spray for about 10 to 15 minutes. Boom. Yard gonna be awesome. Best of all, this stuff really works. And Sunday's offering our listeners 20% off. That's right, 20% off. Full season plan start at just $129, and you get 20% off at checkout.
It's a deal.
Whoa.
It's such a deal. I'm
your lawn?
I'm getting my Sunday on this weekend.
Hell yeah. And you just got to go to Get, G-E-T, Sunday, like the best day of the week for the lawn.com/factor20. Is the no exclamation point. Okay. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/factor20, which is the amount you'll get off, right? And now let's get on a plane.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
If you ever have a question about the URLs, they're always in our show notes and YouTube and on Apple and stuff, and we'll DM us, we'll tell you. So no, I mean, like, let's literally get on a plane though. If you want to, like, we're going to stay on a plane. This is an aviation TikTok International Moment. If you want to throw
Brought to you by aviation experts, Hard Factor News.
That's right.
Are you nervous, Mark?
Yeah, I am a little nervous. My audio went out a little bit, and now pressure's on because I'm doing a double aviation thing. So
I mean, you're dealing with their subject.
I know this is gonna be
Mark.
tough.
Mark, real quick, I don't know if Will read it right, but Noom is actually noom.com/factor, not hard factor.
Oh, noom.com/factor. That's correct.
Yeah.
This is why you should check the show notes.
noom.com/factor.
Yes. There you go. And now I'm really nervous, Pat, because
you should be, because if you fuck this up, you're going to be hearing from the vast amount of aviation experts that make up our fan base.
Okay, well, I don't think I can fuck up this first one. And guys, if you want to throw a lavish party and you happen to be in Mexico or your destination is in Mexico, you are in luck. As current Mexican president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador has refused to use the extravagant $218 million plane his predecessor, Felipe Calderon, had purchased and was used by the most recent president before Obrador, Enrique Peña Nieto. He thought the plane was pretty Nieto. You know what I mean?
Burned him down to the ground.
And it was. It is
Air
a pretty
Force Uno, right?
Yeah, Air Force Uno. It is a pretty Nieto plane.
Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One. It's beautiful.
That was racist, Will.
Was it?
Oh, it was hilarious.
No, yeah. It's good. They were all good. Obrador has said, like, since his 2018 election, that flying around on the massive, $218 million jet that's extravagant and lavish, that has a customized executive bedroom, private bath, and seating for just 80 people on a jet that usually fits 300, is a slap in the face to the Mexican people. He said, I don't need this extravagant digs. I don't need them, right? I can just fly around on a normal plane. It's disrespectful to be flying around on this giant plane that clearly the last two presidents before him were fucking on,
Yeah, I mean, he's like a man of the people president. Like, yeah, I'm no better than you. I'll fly the back seat of the plane if I have to, with 18 Secret Service people in front of me.
Real Cawthorn move, if you ask me. But whatever. Good for Obrador. But also good for rich people that want to get up in this jet, because the Mexican government could not find a buyer at $200 million. So now they are just going to rent it out for wedding parties, birthday parties, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, just groups of rich people that want to get their fuck on the Mexican presidential plane.
What?
So,
pretty cool.
Yeah. They're just renting it out now. So
it's going to be a billionaire orgy plane that Madison Cawthorn is going to do interviews about later and be like, they invited me to the Mexican plane, but I was like, no, that's disgusting, and I would never do that.
I think I have a picture of the bedroom exactly. That's not the bedroom, but
come on, guys, we're supposed to be leaders here. What are you talking about?
Is that it? There you go. Yeah, they got.
What's the? I imagine that President Obrador doesn't have a wait. Is that the current president?
Yeah, Obrador. Yeah.
I believe he doesn't have a great relationship with the cartel, probably, right? So if I was him,
right.
He's pretty smart to not be flying around this fucking plane, because they know he's going to go on this plane. And
also,
if I were him, I would stay the fuck off a plane that
make the cartel
knows you're going to use too.
But Wes, make the cartel your main clientele here, right?
They
have the money to rent this thing out.
Rent this out every week to the cartel.
They might steal it from you though.
There's going to be some pretty lit quinceañeras on these planes though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the ultimate Instagram post, bro.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you get on it early.
Presidential plane, yeah.
Yeah, you know they're gonna leave some presidential shit, like I don't know, like a military hat or like a gun in there, maybe
dude,
presidential seal stuff. Yeah.
If you did like the Pete Davidson from laying in bed, shirtless over the head with like a chick in the, in the bed there, yeah.
Does that guard come with it, like in the bedroom?
He
right
watches
next to
you
the
bang.
bed?
He
That's
watches you
fucking
bang.
awesome. Silently.
Yeah. He just holds his fist out to like pound you whenever you need to pound.
Harder, sir.
There's a guard just in the picture marks put up, just standing at the foot of the bed.
He watches you fuck. All right.
You can do it, sir. Hold it together.
Yeah.
Don't come yet, sir.
Just a few more minutes.
That's why he's there.
She's almost there.
Think spiders.
If you're thinking about going, sir, look at me in the eyes, sir. Hold my gaze, sir.
It works. All right, not your thing. Too expensive to party on a ridiculously fancy jumbo jet. That's okay. Keeping with the same theme, how about this? How about partying at the airport like this Chinese man, Wei Jiangzhou, likes to do? Okay? 60-year-old Wei Jiangzhou.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just party at the airport? He also lives
partying
at the
airport is pretty fun.
It used to be a thing in like the 60s and the 70s at like the Braniff terminal in Dallas. People used to like take meetings there, have cocktails there.
But you go home, right? You go home, right?
Before security was so messed up. Yeah, you go home at the end of the day.
Because this guy hasn't for the last 14 years. For the last 14 years, Wei has lived at Terminal 2 of Beijing International Airport because his family told him in 2008 that if he wanted to stay at home, he was going to need to quit smoking and drinking. So he packed up immediately and has lived at the airport ever since and used his monthly government allowances because he got fired from his engineering job when he was in his 40s. So he gets a monthly government allowance now, and he uses that to buy as many cigarettes, booze, and ramen noodles as he can. Like he's like a degenerate version of Tom Hanks' character from the hit movie Terminal.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, he actually is not he just did what Tom Hanks tried to do and did it 10 times better.
Well, yeah, but it's like Tom Hanks's character, I believe, in Terminal, he was coming from a country that was going through a political war, and when he landed in the terminal, his country wasn't a country anymore.
That guy got
he had nowhere to go. Where this guy chose to move to the airport to get away from his family.
The other guy, the terminal guy, was beaten into the situation.
Yes.
Whereas this man has empowered himself to be an airport, a resident.
They're parallel. They're the exact same. This man was forced out of his home.
His country. Yeah,
right?
Home,
because he just wants to do what he wants to do. He wants to smoke and drink.
It's similar.
You know what it's like when someone in your house, your wife, is like, don't do that. And you just want to do it. And you're like, I'm an adult. Why can't I do this? And it's a fucking nightmare.
But is this just a power move? Because I feel like he could have gotten an apartment. But he was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what's where a fun place to party? The fucking airport. Just gonna live there.
That's literally what he did. He's like, when he just makes friends with the workers, they go home and goes, okay, see you tomorrow.
So they've just been letting him chill.
Yeah, how's this legal?
It's it's a public place. Wei is not a political refugee stuck in an airport because his country stopped existing or whatever. Like Tom Hanks, he's a guy that likes to smoke cigs and drink beers and thinks his wife's a bitch. But they're similar, like you said. Here's a picture of Wei's setup. Like he's got his food and drinks on the chairs there, and his sleeping bags laid out on the ground below. You can see that there.
Oh my God.
And no one fucks with them. There cannot be any less nagging in Wei's life. It's nag free. This guy might be a genius.
Dude, imagine if you accidentally sit.
Yes.
You just don't know any better, and you sit on Wei's house.
Oh no.
But like, dude, this sounds
it's all good because Wei walks up and he's like, hey, you want a beer? And you just cheers with Wei, and then you smoke a cig in the airport with Wei, and you have a good time. And he's like, all right. And then he's like,
and they're like, I got to get home. And he's like, I am home.
It sounds so stressful, man. 14 years of, this guy's in a different state of mind. He's zen, or he's hammered all the time.
There you go, Pat. He told China Daily News in 2018, quote, I can't go back home because I have no freedom there. My family told me if I wanted to stay, I had to quit smoking and drinking or give them my entire government allowance. But then how would I buy my cigarettes and alcohol?
Yes,
he said.
Great question.
And that is a great question. It's a tough one to answer. And because it's so tough to answer, he packed up his belongings and made the 12-mile journey from his home to Beijing International Airport.
There's
put
only
his
one
nuts,
answer.
He put his nuts on the table. There's a time in some people's lives when they are challenged with something.
Possible riddle.
They're confronted with an obstacle they don't think that they can overcome, and we just made it happen.
He had the balls to do it. Like I said earlier, he likes to stay in Terminal 2 because he said it's the warmest. It's pretty cold in Beijing. But also he said sometimes he travels to Terminal 3 just to switch it up. There's a video. There's a video of him in 2017. They do like a 2-minute interview. I watched it. I didn't play it because it's not great audio because it's like, I would have to translate it. I'll just summarize it for you. Basically, when they interviewed him, he said everything I've already said about him. But then they interviewed other people at the airport who said he's very loud when he's drunk, and that they've tried to convince him to go home to his family who lives 12 miles away several times. But every time they've brought it up to him, he's been very drunk and combative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it.
Airport beers are expensive too.
Yeah, but he's buying he's like getting it from the store and just bringing it, like.
And don't pretend.
Gotcha.
I think he's figured out a loophole.
Duty free.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Don't
what the
pretend
hack
like
is.
he's also definitely snatching shit. Like
Yeah.
Airport food court, he's snatching shit.
Yeah.
He's
And they
got
let him.
a system.
And people are giving him shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably go give him money. Yeah. Take a picture with him.
The Delta Lounge.
Terminal 2, right?
You should have a picture of Booth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
should.
he should.
I think
I'm
the
gonna lay
Delta
on my
Lounge is-
mat.
Yeah, lay on his bag. It's $5 to lay on his bag.
$5 for a mat picture.
Look, I'm wee.
He's living the life. This guy's
Yes.
actually got it all figured out. So.
He hasn't gone home in 14 years, guys. I mean, he's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
welcome back. He just has to.
Right.
He just says he's not going back.
He doesn't want to go back.
Yeah.
He's better at the airport.
Right. Yeah, I know I can go back. Yeah.
Can I smoke there? No. Click.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay.
Have you changed your mind yet? All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. All right, guys. Fat Boy Summer is almost here. And remember, Fat Boy Summer is not necessarily about indulging in an unhealthy way. It's about good times, treating yourself well, and not being scared to show the world your body, no matter what shape it comes in. So,
Six-pack of rules.
yeah, it's all about just good vibes. So if you choose to show it off in more glory than any other time of the year, we endorse that. And if you want to shed a few pounds, we also endorse that. And if you choose to take the latter approach, I have a new diet that I just discovered that I'm pretty sure can shed as many of those pounds as you want. The problem is it's probably also going to kill you if you try it because of malnutrition and starvation.
But you'll be a handsome corpse.
Yeah, you'll be looking good for a couple weeks before you die. Let me tell you. I want to introduce you guys to Breatharianism. Okay, it's actually been around since the 80s, but I guess hasn't taken off yet because everyone that dedicates themselves to it doesn't live long enough to pass along the technique. So, because this diet, which is a huge hit in anorexia communities, teaches you to survive solely on the sun and cosmic dust and the occasional fruit juice.
You breathe in dust.
Yeah, you
I think it's called huffing.
I'm so full.
You breath and it followers
I just ate so much cosmic dust.
Yeah, they're called Breatharians. So I'm going to introduce you guys to Wiley Brooks. And as a principal of mine, I don't trust anyone named Wiley, and neither should any of you, anyone who listened to Wiley. But here he is talking. This is back in the day when he first came out.
Now here is Mr. Wiley Brooks, who stopped eating 17 years ago, claiming that all the elements we need to survive are in the air and an occasional glass of fruit juice. This is called Breatharianism. And if it sounds hard to swallow, we're going to find out now from the man who knows. Please welcome Mr. Wiley Brooks. Here he is. Wiley, welcome to our show. Thank you.
He's skinny.
Yeah.
You haven't eaten for 17 years. You have not had a sandwich, a hamburger, hot dog, pretzel, a piece of roast beef, fish, vegetables, nothing for 17 years.
Right. Well, let me explain what breatharianism is first, if I might.
Please.
Breatharianism.
But you haven't eaten for 17 years
right,
as we know it.
Right. I don't eat, yes.
As we know it.
Breatharianism is a philosophy that believes that the human body, when it's in perfect harmony with itself and nature, is a perfect breatharian. Now, all of the constituents that we need is taken from the air we breathe. And the fact is, there is only one thing that keeps the human body alive, and that is breathing. The food that we take is the same as any other thing we take into the body as it becomes a habit. In other words, eating is an acquired habit, just like drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Well, does that mean that when a baby is born, you don't have to give it anything to eat, no milk or anything?
No, that would only work if the mother was a breatharian. Because we don't come into the world as breatharians from mothers that are breatharian, before we even get started, our blood is poisoned. You see, we already start at a disadvantage when we're born. So because of that, a person needs to be an adult, and that's why I don't even lecture people who are young about being a breatharian. First, you must kick the habit of eating. You see, we've done
That's first.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you kick it?
Yeah. Well, in my case, I had a real good reason for wanting to do it, and that's the reason. That is the thing that will help anyone.
This guy looks like someone tried to resize someone without constraining the aspect ratio.
But my main reason was that I was getting old, you know, and I was my hair was falling out, and my father bald very early, and of course the answer was that it's hereditary.
There you go. So he was starting to bald.
He could hide behind a tree. That guy could hide behind a fucking tree. Hide and seek in the woods with that guy. Forget about it.
He's like a stick bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, he was scared of balding, so that led him to this breatharianism to stop the balding, and he stopped eating for 17 years. But guess what? You know,
he's just like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Right.
Oh, you're about
to see
to
the
get slapped.
Did you see the genesis of the nut? There's always a genesis of a nut job's idea that kind of makes sense, and it was we only need air, right? And then that was when he started to spin the, you know,
Well, he
the
stopped.
nutty fucking
then he just stopped, like at that one thought. He's like,
"We are perfect breatharians."
Yeah, what's the most important thing for humans?
Well,
he goes, breathing, and then that was it. There was
I
no
think,
other.
I think what he did one time he was talking to somebody who was just listening to every single crazy ass word he said, and he goes, "We are perfect breatharians naturally." And then ever after, like that person just ate it up so badly.
Well, they didn't eat it up.
Okay, I can make a lot of money off.
They breathed it in.
They breathed it in.
Right.
Is he allowed to drink water? Are they allowed to drink water?
Yeah, water, a little bit of fruit juice, air, and sun. So people started buying into this. There's a lot of stupid people out there, and they began to buy into this nonsense. So much so that he opened up an entire institute dedicated to this horse shit called the Breatharian Institute. And guess which state that opened up in?
California.
That's right. Did California.
Was he charged for murder?
No, not yet. By the time he opened up the institute, he became a little more lenient, realizing that if he killed all of his followers, there wouldn't be anyone to pay his membership fees into this cult of his. So eventually he preached against fasting, but instead cleansing your body with such items as grapefruit, chicken, eggs, fish, rum, and raisin Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And I have another little clip to play for you here.
I am not against eating, and one of the things I'd like to point out right away is I don't recommend fasting. Now, I know everybody thinks they should run out and stop eating, and I don't recommend that.
What?
Because that is not the way to do it. The body has to adjust gradually and retrace itself back to the original state of health, which was breatharianism.
That's the way I view it. I figure in 25 or 30 years, I'll, make the adjustment to where I... Do you ever... I guess you don't get hungry anymore.
No,
when you walk on the streets and smell things being cooked, you
doesn't mean a thing. And I can tell you why. It's very simple. If we have an automobile, we have a gauge on it that says empty and full. If the automobile is full of gas, is there any need to put any more in it?
No.
So the meter says full. Same thing with me.
Your meter's full.
The appetite says one thing. That's right. The appetite says one thing. Your body is lacking energy to keep it balanced properly. Now, when you have satisfied that balance in your system by what other method you might use, the body has no appetite. So there's no reason to eat.
Okay. So he's obviously just insanely full of shit. And things start to unravel for Wiley because eating scandals
They
started
should have
to come
locked him in a room with a camera and put a bunch of burgers in there for like 36 hours.
Well, his co-founder, this girl named Lavelle Leffler, she began to catch Wiley sneaking 7-Eleven hot dogs, Twinkies, room service food while everyone was asleep. And then he was eating at night for the whole time.
He just waited
the whole time.
until everyone slept.
Wiley became very comfortable with Lavelle, so he started just eating in front of her. And she said, quote, "I was so shocked I didn't react. He thought he was safe and started eating around me all the time. The truth is, he sneaks into 7-Elevens and fast food places and eats just like the rest of us,
Yeah,
except
that
worse.
guy with that face sneaks into 7-Eleven.
Except worse because he has to rely on places that are open late at night. So he just starves himself during the day, doesn't let anyone watch him eat, and then he goes out and just binges all night.
Yeah, he does the what everyone does, you eat one time a day fasting.
Yeah, he's got exactly. So he was then, this is the best part, he was then caught pounding some McDonald's, and for that bullshit excuse is just incredible. From the article, he says Brooks believed that humans aren't supposed to live in a third dimensional reality. Instead, we're all fifth dimensional beings who are trapped on Earth and currently being sucked into the 3D world, which is why we feel the urge to eat 3D food. So when the leader was caught eating a fucking Big Mac, he thought on his feet and he said, all McDonald's locations are apparently built on properties protected by 5D energies and spiritual portals. This is why breatharians feel happier and at peace in McDonald's. So he started to unravel and was just
checkmate.
That rule sounds awesome though.
Yeah,
you can. There's a reason you feel comfortable there. Only eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
They can only eat fast food or nothing or nothing or air.
Late at night too. I mean, I could get into this breatharian thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a breatharian technically? Well, no, you eat at home too. So, Wes, I mean, would you try breatharianism though?
No, I eat all day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No. He then said Diet Coke was great for breatharianism. So
Yeah,
you're supposed to drink as much Diet Coke and eat as much double quarter pounders with cheese as possible before they meditate, claiming that the Diet Coke is liquid light and cows are the magical fifth dimensional converters who turn third dimensional food into fifth dimensional food. So by the end, he was just spewing bullshit, trying to hold on to this belief.
Playing the Monopoly McDonald's game is good for the soul.
I love guys like that because like no lie is deep enough. Like he's been caught red-handed and he just pivots to the next lie.
Right.
He's just ready to go.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, cows convert 5G into 3G.
Yeah, he's like Riley Martin from Howard Stern when it comes to this shit. But this stuff actually does exist. Michelle Pfeiffer was into this for a while, like big fasting, and then this guy, that's Nicholas Pilartz. He's a Frenchman, and he is the facilitator at the Eden Pranic Center, and that's one of the largest breatharian organizations in the world.
Oh, it's still going.
This guy claims he eats one solid meal a week and consumes liquid the rest of the time.
McDonald's, right? No.
Probably, I don't know. But this is a real thing. It actually exists. People actually follow this breatharianism lifestyle, and they 5 people have died that I could find.
There's just a bunch of people passing out in McDonald's before the meal gets to them.
Yeah, it's nuts. So yeah, one solid McDonald's a week, and that's all it takes. You will lose weight, I promise.
There's one religion out there dumber than Scientology.
Yep. Breatharianism. There it is.
There you go.
I'd say at least one.
Wait, Wes, where those both originate?
California.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if breatharianism.
Nailed him. I don't know if Scientology originated in California. Did it?
It's huge in Florida too.
Where's
it's one of the
Ron
coast.
Hubbard from?
He's got to be a California guy.
Yeah, I think
a lot of them in California.
It's either that or he was in Nevada where they filmed that.
No,
thing in
it
the movie,
started in
Master and
space.
Commander or
Will
whatever.
it was founded in
well,
space.
The heathens, the Thetan levels.
He literally don't they worship Philip K. Dick, the science fiction writer?
Oh, New Jersey.
Camden.
Camden.
Yeah. Where was the first church though? Had
Camden.
Camden.
Yeah.
Oh, the first church was in Jersey.
Where was the first basketball game?
Wow.
First basketball game?
Never mind.
Massachusetts.
Take it back, California. I take it back.
Ever was it in Camden?
Massachusetts.
Was it Camden?
I don't think it was in Camden. Guys, a lot of technology happening these days. Why don't you upgrade? I don't know. If you're 21 or older, the tobacco you dip, right? You hear me? You get what I'm getting at? You've been dipping the same tobacco forever.
Yes.
Same chew since day one. Things are a little bit different now, guys, and that's because Black Buffalo has rolled around. Yeah. Black Buffalo is everything that you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical-grade nicotine, without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. It's dip, literally made from edible green leaves of food-grade ingredients. Same flavors, texture, aroma. It's the same thing, except food-grade ingredients, right? No tobacco leaf or stem. You get what I'm getting at here, guys?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm getting at here?
Mm-hmm.
Same nicotine, same hit. Fantastic flavors. Better flavors, if you ask me. No compromise required. You can get your wintergreen, you can get your mint, you can get your peach. You can even get blood orange. What? It's Mark's favorite.
Even Breatharians can get down on this.
In fact, Breatharians sustain on it pretty much exclusively. Right? You don't have to. You can eat too. So where do you buy Black Buffalo? It's pretty simple, blackbuffalo.com. It's available in long cut, pouches. If you're looking to get off the stuff too, they have a zero nicotine situation called Zero. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I do.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. It helps you transition if you want.
Thank you, Black Buffalo. That was nice of you. They also have a subscription option, so you never run out of dip, which, I've been in that situation where I'm like, oh, and everything's closed. Why don't I have a stack? This is stupid. I'm traveling. I can't get what I want. Subscription taken care of. There. Bam. Black Buffalo's founders looked high and low for tobacco alternative across the U.S. and even overseas. Nothing delivered the same quality or satisfaction that they were looking for, so they said, let's make our own.
Boom.
That's American ingenuity. Don't just take my word for it, though, guys. They were 2021's Best New Product Award winner at the CSP Awards. Dang! And the C Store Decisions Hot New Products Award winner for 2021. That kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Champs is what that's called. Yeah.
It doesn't happen for a dip company. You see what I'm saying? So it might be worth checking it out. Black Buffalo, y'all. I'm a peach guy personally. It just hits different. So I highly recommend you try the peach. If you're more of a traditional cat, you can get the wintergreen long cut. I don't care. That's on you. It is good as well. It's no peach. It's no peach, if you ask me. Anyway, guys, it's 2022.
You're a peach, Pat.
Thank you. Are you still dipping traditional tobacco? What are you doing? Those white portion things? Get them out of here. If you're 21 or older, it's time to get Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the tobacco leaf or stem. Head on over to blackbuffalo.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word. Promo code HARDFACTOR, one word, at blackbuffalo.com. 25% off your first order. What? That's the best offer you're going to find anywhere. So use the promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order, 25% off with promo code HARDFACTOR. And warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine's an addictive chemical. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, finally it happened. You did it. You've ruined Austin. One city can only sustain so many bachelorette parties, European sporting events, and festivals that attract crowds with an average income of $470,000 a year per capita.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a stat that I'm pretty sure is true. On Monday morning, shit hit the fan at the Austin Bergstrom International Airport after a perfect storm of out-of-towners headed home after attending a confluence of events over the weekend. Thousands of en route to the airport conversations about how good the margaritas were or what a good investment it would be to buy a little place here were abruptly interrupted when the would-be airline passengers were met with a line that makes the Chick-fil-A drive-thru outside of a soccer tournament look like priority boarding. Did you guys see this shit? It was absolute fucking madness.
Jesus. You just turn around at that point, right?
You turn around.
That's out the front door?
Dude,
for TSA.
The security line was it was all the way to pickup area A for security.
Yeah, it was all the way to get fucked. You're not going to make your flight.
That's a 4-hour line.
Yeah, it's easily a 4-hour line, guys. So what happened? Well, there was a NASCAR race at the Formula One track, which, by the way, sounds like a Monday morning in April at the Austin airport every time I go there. The World Golf Championships, Dell Technologies match play was happening, and the Texas Relays were just three of the events that went down in the Keep It Weird Texas Capitol over the weekend.
Austin has actually always kind of sucked in that regard because they always overbook events. Every single weekend in Austin, ever since I started living there in 2009, there was always too many events planned on the same weekend.
It's the Pecan Festival. It's this marathon. It's this
annoying.
Festival. It's this thing. It's that thing.
That was always annoying. Always an annoying part of Austin.
It's the food festival. It's this festival.
Take a look at this situation.
Holy moly.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You go home. You go home.
Well, they just
you don't go home. They're trying to go. You go back to what your Airbnb. Yeah, you have to go, but they probably checked out. Like if it's an Airbnb, they got to go find a hotel.
The city just thinks they
can
have limitless guests, and their traffic patterns are so trash.
Yeah.
And then now they don't have enough TSA people.
Oh,
like
it was another Circuit of the Americas that has one entrance and one exit event that clogged everything up again. That's right by the airport.
That's what I'm saying. The Circuit of Americas is this every day. Every event they have is the Circuit of Americas. 28,000 assholes.
Oh, hey, you know what's going to make it better?
on
Tesla
Monday.
moving right by the airport too. So that's going to
Need
make
another
it a lot better.
airport. They're building a second terminal, but it
Tesla
won't be ready
moving in
7 years.
is literally the catalyst, and I'm not being facetious when I say this, that squeezed me out of Austin. The Tesla announcement was the beginning of the end of me living in Austin.
If I wasn't so poor, I would have been gone.
The security line stretched all the way outside of the building by 8 a.m., and the road to the rental car drop-off line, guys, looked like season 1 of The Walking Dead, with abandoned cars stopped in their tracks when guys who, quote, couldn't miss their flight decided, quote, someone will deal with this for me, as they pretended the keys that they left on their dashboards didn't read budget or thrifty. This event is now being referred to by some as the car park ellipse.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, trademark
so they just-
Hard Factor LLC for that one. So
Perfect. They just left their rental cars on the sides of the road, nowhere near the return area.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out, Wes was referring to the Fat Boy Summer lifestyle earlier. Shirt optional. That's the
that's a TM
also
Hard Factor Industries LLC as well. No, absolutely. So what happened, guys? The Austin Bergstrom International Airport gave a bullshit statement saying the rental car line was due to a bit of an irregular situation. This is a direct quote. See, what happened was one rental car stalled out at the drop-off curb section, and rental car staff instructed the customer to go ahead and leave the vehicle with the keys in it. And this caused other passengers with rental cars to follow suit and leave their rental cars alongside the curb. One airport staff was alerted to this.
Pat.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you're damn right. It's bullshit. You're damn right. It's bullshit.
bullshit, dude.
Someone, it was because one car stalled out. No, it was because you guys fucking can't engineer shit. 28,651 people were projected on Monday. That is the second biggest day in Austin history. Traditionally, they have 6,000 people through security just in one day. And by 8 a.m., they'd already screened 8,200. Let's take it to the internet real quick, guys, for some tweets. So Joey Dillon, who's thinking about moving to Austin after using it like a hotel Vegas room, said, my luck that my first time leaving the Austin airport was an apocalypse between Monday morning and a NASCAR race and a PGA event this weekend. We had to leave our rentals on the side of the road, and security was easily 2 hours deep. Thank you, pre-check.
Would you guys do that? I wouldn't be able to do that. Leave my rental
just
car.
turn around. I just go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna stay another day.
Of course, I wouldn't leave my rental car on the side of the road.
Well, it's the most selfish thing on the planet to do.
No, I know.
Oh, all of them.
They're assholes.
So the Austin airport, it's a 3-lane circle drive, right? The circle lane, and that was blocked off because people were just ditching their cars.
It made it worse for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear from Sam Chortek. Sam Chortek, who just bought 6 condos in Austin where poor people used to live, tweeted, at Austin Airport, y'all serious with the CSA line? How many people are going to miss their flights this morning? And this is pre-check. Hashtag figure it out. Fuck you, Sam.
How am I going to catch my flight back to LA and then back to my 7 Austin houses this afternoon?
Exactly. At the wedding I was at this past or
Tell
last
your
weekend,
friends to not come here.
someone drunkenly sat next to me, looked at me, and said, "Hey, I just moved to Austin." And in my head, I said, "Jesus Christ!" And I said to myself, "Oh yeah, what do you think about it?" And this guy goes, "I like it a lot." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "It's very ownable." Fuck that guy too. All right, guys, and finally,
it's so expensive here. It's not ownable.
Not when you're coming with the West Coast budget.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is how it works.
let's hear finally from the Austin Bergstrom International Airport's official Twitter, guys. And they said, well, first of all, I want you to note the time that this was tweeted, y'all. You see what this is? 2:04 p.m. 2:04 p.m. they got this message out. With 282 flights scheduled for today and 1,600 more passengers flying out before 8 a.m., which was 6 hours ago, you assholes. It's a busy day at AUS. While operations have returned to normal, we continue to ask passengers to arrive a 2-hour minimum or 2 hours in advance now through early April. So they're trying to plan for the future. Guys, it's so busy there that it's caused a jet fuel shortage straight up. So they only have so much storage at the Austin Bergstrom International Airport to accommodate so many jets, and there's such demand to come in and out of Austin that other airlines and flights are having to be redirected. I think it happened like 4 times last week. Someone had to be sent to Houston, sent to Dallas, because they're like, we don't have any jet fuel. If you come on here, you can't refuel.
Wes and I are flying out of Austin in 10 days, 8 days, 9 days.
Better get there early.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad last time I went, not too long ago. It was easy.
It is now.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Don't worry, guys. They're working on renovating the airport. Again, that'll be the 3rd time since we moved there.
Yeah. They're adding a whole new terminal that's detached that you'll have to trolley to, but it's going to take 5 to 7 years.
They already did that, Mark. And that was
no,
the first
they're dumping that one. That had two gates. This one's going to have like 25, but they're trashing that trailer park terminal too.
The Frontier Spirit Terminal.
Yeah, the one that had a food truck literally and 2 gates. Yes, the piece of trash Terminal 2 is going to be destroyed.
No problem.
It's trashy. They're destroying that and building an actual terminal, but it's going to take a very long time.
Yeah, they'll fix it in 10 years, 10, 15 years about. They'll have
just
it figured out.
Just a few more million people moving in, and then it'll be fixed.
Don't worry, guys. They'll get it done.
Moving to Austin.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Austin.
It's not a fucking bachelorette party all the time. You know, I get it. It's fun. You come here.
You know, when I very first moved to Reno, it was funny. I sat down. I was having dinner with my wife. The table behind us was 2 girls in their 20s, just talking about how excited they were to move to Austin.
God damn it!
They were just. We just started cracking up. It was hilarious.
Dude, I'm not sure if this might just be anecdotal, but I have noticed a lot of longtime celebrities are putting their houses up for sale in Beverly Hills and Los Angeles, which is
moving
like in like droves. They're getting out of LA.
Oh yeah. And well, yeah, because California's trash right now. They got
in the nation.
Yeah, sure, but Gavin Newsom's ruined it, so they got to figure it out.
If the prices flip, I'll move into California. I'll just deal with the shit.
They won't flip, Mark. The prices are still so high out here. It's insane.
I know.
They will not flip.
Anyway, let's spin the wheel.
Wheel time. Who is Cup of Coffee in the big time tomorrow?
Story literally made me want to take a shit.
No way.
Stressed me out.
3 in a
row.
Wow.
Woo. Will Cup of Coffee in big time tomorrow. 3 in a row.
Pat, first basketball game, Massachusetts.
Springfield.
Yeah.
You were right, Wes.
I know.
Same show.
Same exact show.
Back. Will and
Run
Mark's
it back,
got
Jack.
International moment.
Run it back, Jack.
All right.
It's about time.
That's going to do it for Hard Factor. Have a great fucking day. Don't move to Austin.
Yeah. You're damn right.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.